The BMW 530e plug-in hybrid sets out to take all the class-leading executive goodness of the mighty 5 Series and add a dash of pure electric running. When I say a dash, what I actually mean is an official pure electric range of 29 miles, and once that is up, then obviously you have a turbocharged 2-litre petrol engine to keep you going. So with all of that fuel saving, tax beating, congestion charge beating goodness of a plug-in hybrid in a car as all-round brilliant as the BMW 5 Series, where are the flaws in this car? Actually, on paper, it really is almost unsettlingly good, this car. I mean, after all, it's competitively priced, if not cheaper, than rivals like the Volvo S90 T8 twin engine and the Mercedes E300e. It's even actually quite competitive on price with the 530d and 530i. Certainly, the 520d is quite a lot cheaper to buy, but if you're a company car buyer, then this not only offers better performance and the electric running, it's also cheaper on company car tax. So, is it really all that good? The 530e plugs in just behind the front passenger wheel. You get Type 2 and 3-pin domestic cables, which will charge up the 9.2 kilowatt-hour battery in around 3 hours from any dedicated car charger, although you can't charge up any faster than that regardless of how powerful the charging point is. Still, even plugging it into your normal socket at home will get the car charged in around 4 hours, which is pretty good by the standards of most PHEVs. Not only that, but BMW is actually offering wireless charging for the 530e from 2019. It works by using an inductive charging plate, and when it's up and running, it'll deliver an 80% charge in around 3.5 hours. Anyone who's wrestled daily with car charging cables knows what a relief that would be. There is a little badge tacked on to the end of the 530e's name, and that is iPerformance. Oh, doesn't that sound all very exciting? Especially given that this car has got 248 brake horsepower, and it will do 6 seconds to 60 miles an hour. So stick it in sport down here, and you've got a properly exciting car. It's very cool. And you know what? It feels just like any 5 Series, and that really is a compliment. I think you'd have to drive it back to back with one of the other standard 5 Series to really know that it is a little bit heavier because of those batteries. By far a bigger criticism actually of the 530e in terms of the way it drives is that it's occasionally a little bit jerky getting off the line, which you don't get in any of the other 5 Series. That, in my opinion, has been the biggest problem with it while I've been driving it around. It's only minor, but it's just something you wouldn't expect in a car like this. Apart from that, there is so little to criticise in this car about the way it drives. You've got all your modes down here, including an eDrive button, which allows you to toggle through the auto eDrive mode where the car just does its own business and chooses for you, or max eDrive, which is pure electric, and you can just cruise around silently, which is great. And then there's also a charge function, so the car will actually maintain battery hold or actually charge it up using the petrol engine, which does mean obviously you're going to take a big hit on your economy. And in the mainstream, short of stuff like the BMW i8 obviously, if you're an enthusiast and you want a plug-in hybrid that drives well, this is your car. The interior of the 530e is the same as every other 5 Series except for the modified dials that give you the necessary efficiency in charging readouts, and that is no bad thing. The BMW's interior and infotainment system is one of the best in the executive class, although you can go to town with options if you're not careful. While even the basic SE model gets leather and cruise control and climate control and this colour touchscreen as standard, you can find yourself spending thousands and thousands on optional extras. I mean, even keyless entry is optional in this, not to mention a reversing camera and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it's a real shame that there isn't more of that stuff as standard, and you have to pay a lot to get autonomous emergency braking. We'd say that the smartphone apps, heated electric seats and metallic paint are the basic extras worth adding. Just be careful not to get carried away after that. Practicality is good too, although you do lose some boot space to the batteries, and speaking of optional extras, you have to pay to get split folding rear seats. The boot is a good size by saloon standards, and there's some really excellent cable storage solutions underneath the boot floor. The 530e really is one of the finest plug-in hybrids that you can buy. So if you're looking at getting a luxury PHEV of around about the £45,000 mark and up, you should always check this out before you commit to anything else. We would like to see a bit more standard equipment, particularly driver aids, and the option of a four-wheel drive system would be a real boon for this car. Even so, this is one of the finest luxury electric offerings out there. Do head to DrivingElectric.com for loads more electric car news and advice, as well as full reviews of the 530e and all of its rivals. Plus, subscribe to our YouTube channel for loads more videos, and check us out on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.